Hello, everybody. How are you? It is Tuesday, and it's a little later than normal, but it's 100 episode. Wow, that was just gibberish. It is episode 174. I just joined the next four sentences I wanted to say into three words. It's episode 174 of Time Out Tuesday, coming to you live for 174 straight weeks. That's a lot of weeks, I think. And today, I'm coming to you live from the dojo. And anybody that knows me, I just look behind me in the picture and knows that some of those shelves are not quite lined up, and some of the T-shirts are not lined up the way I like them. So, probably have already figured out that that's bugging me. But in any case, I am coming to you live, episode 174, and you know what? I have to adapt to things like that, and we have to continue adapting as well. So we've been now back in the school for almost 2 full months, and we've been holding our classes every single day in person. Classes have been great. It's been absolutely wonderful being back in the room with our students. I knew I missed them a lot, but I don't think I really realized how much I missed the in-person engagement. It really thrills me to be back, laughing and interacting with them. We continue to run our Zoom classes every single day for our students that are still unable to make it back into the dojo, and that's fine. We're going to continue doing that. We even have a bunch of students that are coming to classes on Zoom when they're not able to make it to class. That's awesome also. I'm glad. It means that they're able to get some extra class time, extra practice time, and it's wonderful. But one of the things that I started noticing over the last few weeks is that our students adapted so well, and you've heard me say it so many times over the past year, to the different ways of learning, different ways of communicating, how to move when we're not able to be in the same room, how to deal with angles and directions and all these other things. And they did such a wonderful job of adapting and learning and progressing. And it was really it was thrilling to watch while it was happening. It was great to watch when they came back, and I got to see how much they were able to do. But one of the things that we also discovered was that when you adapt like that, you're also likely to build up a couple of bad habits as well. And many of our students were operating in confined spaces or low ceilings or crowded, where they had like a couch on one side and a piece of furniture on the other, or maybe they were working in their bedroom but they only had like 3 or 4 feet to work. And they all adapted and came up with ways of learning how to move and turn and do all the things that we did. But some of those habits that developed over the last year were pretty evident, so if they were trying to, let's say, strike over their head with a weapon, they had to adjust to come in at the side, because otherwise they would destroy their ceilings and their parents would kill them. So one of the things that we have to do now is identify all those adaptations that served a purpose, but now we need to unravel them and develop some habits that are more in tune to the way we do things without the encumbrance of a low ceiling or crowded space. But I've already seen our students begin to recognize what they're doing, fix what they're doing. I think they're going to, I've said this a number of times, but they're going to emerge from this much stronger martial artists because of everything that they did during this time. But not only that, but that requirement of adapting and then adapting again and continuing to adapt. I think it's a great trait to have developed in our students, and I think it's going to carry them for a really long time. I think they'll remember this period of time for their whole life. And I mean also, not just the martial arts, obviously everything, but I do think that they're going to remember the training that they did over this past year in the martial arts, and I think that most of them are going to think favorably upon it. I know I will. Even though it was not ideal, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about teaching. I learned a lot about communicating, and I learned a lot about individual strengths. Some students really did very well in this. In fact, some students even did better like this. It's strange. But anyway, we continue to adapt. So we're going to have our first in-person test in a year. I'm very excited about that. To be in the same room with our students as they're testing for their next rank. That's this coming Saturday. And we're going to adapt to how we do it to make sure that we're keeping it safe and keeping the fewest number of people in the room for the shortest amount of time, and all the things that are still part of the COVID protocols that we're making sure we continue to protect our members and instructors and families. But I'm so excited to be doing this in person this time. I think our students are excited about it, and I know our instructors are too. I'm very excited because we have 4 new instructors that'll be coming and grading this test for the very first time. That's always a big milestone for new black belts, so I'm excited for them too. And that's really it for today. So Timeout Tuesday, continue to talk about adapting and being patient and working through problems rather than letting the problems get the best of you. Anything can be worked through. We've seen that this past year. Anyway, I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Spend some time outside. It's beautiful out today. And I will see you at the dojo. Peace.